GH is back. We're gonna start with the gacha news, then release dates, free games, PC, console, and mobile games. Timestamps. Let's not waste any more time. Let's do this. First up, Netmarble unveils new solo leveling game with original story and roguelike elements. Netmarble announced Solo Leveling Karma, a new roguelike action RPG revealed at Anime Expo 2025. The game features an original story set in the dimensional gap and focuses on Song Jin-woo's 27-year war against the monarchs, involving the broken cup of reincarnation and his lost memories. It will offer hack-and-slash combat from an isometric perspective, roguelite progression, strategic blessings, and familiar enemies and shadows from the original series. The game is planned for mobile and PC platforms with a teaser trailer already available on YouTube. You're watching it right now. Next up, Zenless Zone 0 version 2.1 update releasing July 16. Hoyoverse announced that version 2.1, titled The Impending Crash of Waves, will be available on July 16, 2025. This update introduces new story areas, Siloam Bay, and Fantasy Resort, adds 2 new playable characters from the Spook Shack faction, and includes a new bank book companion. 2 existing characters will also return through reruns. Players can take part in events focused on restoring the Fantasy Resort, which includes mini-games and activities such as surfing, shooting challenges, and fishing spots. And that's the Zenless Zero updates. Next up, CZN or Chaos Zero Nightmare has officially opened pre-registration on Google Play and PC, with pre-registration for the App Store coming soon. Players who signed up early will receive a special in-game gift, and the game also launched its official community page where users can follow news and updates. In addition, the first showcase event called the Protogenesis has been revealed to introduce the game's initial features and direction. And if you want to watch it, there it goes on the screen. Now, Digimon Alysion, the upcoming smartphone app for the Digimon card game, has released a new promotional video featuring its theme song and in-game footage. The video includes a preview of the new evolution for Renamon, though no specific details about this form have been shared. It also shows various Digimon and provides a first look at how the mobile card game will function during gameplay. Coming up, Rememento White Shadow is now available for pre-download on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store in Southeast Asia, ahead of its launch on July 9, 2025. Today, after a closed beta in June, VNG Games has started the pre-installation phase for this turn-based RPG. The game features open-world exploration and turn-based combat, with characters that have elemental affinities and require strategic team building. It also includes PvP and endgame content like leaderboards and boss battles. And those are the gacha news. Now, here are the games releasing from July 10 to 14 with their platforms and dates. On July 10, Cats Away releases for PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It's a real-time strategy game where players manage a feline crew and their ship. Everdeep Aurora launches on Nintendo Switch and PC, offering a 16-bit inspired narrative exploration platformer set underground after a meteor shower, where you guide a young cat named Shell to find her missing mother. And Everyday We Fight arrives on PC and combines real-time exploration with turn-based tactics and roguelike elements as you lead resistance fighters caught in a time loop. Ground of Aces comes to PC and is a World War II air-based management simulation where you build an airfield, maintain aircraft, and prepare for missions. Mycopunk releases on PC as a cooperative shooter featuring customizable robot squads fighting a dangerous fungal threat. Prison Boss Prohibition launches on PC and is a VR crafting game. Now, Super Dimension Fortress Macross 2 arrives on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch as a re-release of the 1993 arcade shooter based on the Macross 2 anime. On July 11, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 releases for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, bringing updated versions of the 3rd and 4th entries in the skateboarding series, with additional content. Patapon 1 and 2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch and is a rhythm-based action-adventure game where players command patapons using drum beats. On July 12, Xenopurge comes to PC and is a tactical auto-battler where you act as a commander directing forces against alien threats through indirect orders. Last Report also releases on PC and is a horror game where you play as a night shift park ranger investigating strange events through surveillance cameras. Now on July 14, Arashi Gaiden launches on PC and is a turn-based action game with fast-paced dash and slash combat with unique boss encounters. Dawn Apart comes to PC and is a space colony and factory simulation where players can build, automate, and possibly lead a rebellion. Kaizen, a factory story, releases on PC and Mac OS and is a puzzle automation game set in 1980s Japan, focused on designing and optimizing production lines. Discover the games releasing from July 10 to 14. Now, here are your free games. The free game on Steam is Orbit Maze, a unique maze game set on various surfaces. Control gravity, navigate through platforms, and solve mind-bending puzzles. Now, the free game on the Epic Games Store is Backpack Hero, a twist on your standard deck-building roguelike. And the other free game on the Epic Games Store is Figment, an action-adventure game that invites you to explore a unique surreal universe. And here is more gaming news. Filipino developer Single Alliance has launched Agnostiko Versus on Nintendo Switch, a retro 1v1 fighting game. Set in a steampunk era Philippines during the 1900s, it features characters from Agnostiko origins. The game offers one-round matches, tactical combat with unique fighter roster, pixel art visuals inspired by 90s games, local versus mode, and unlockable arcade content. Agnostiko Versus is priced at $20. Coming up, Destiny Rising is launching globally on August 28th and pre-registration is now open. This is a mobile sci-fi RPG shooter from NetEase set in an alternate timeline before the original Destiny game. A new gameplay trailer highlights competitive co-op, solo play with roguelike elements, and various character options. It's the first mobile title in the franchise and will be free to play on iOS and Android. Over 5.9 million players have already pre-registered, unlocking 4 launch rewards, with a goal of 10 million pre-registrations to unlock an additional reward. Now, Once Human expanding to PlayStation and Xbox with console version in development and more details on launch rewards to come. A new PvP spin-off, Once Human Raid Zone focused on open-world survival and base attack, is set to release on July 30. Meanwhile, the game's 2.0 update introduces a new PvE scenario, additional characters, and a class system overhaul, offering new challenges and laying the groundwork for future content. Next news, Yuyuhakusho Slugfest, an anime RPG developed by Zenifan Technology Limited, will be launching on July 16, 2025 for Android and iOS devices. The game is officially licensed and follows the story of Yusuke Urameshi, Eugene. Featuring cel-shaded visuals and 3D models, players can form teams using familiar characters from the series and engage in missions, PvE, PvP, and guild versus guild content. The original anime voice cast is included, and pre-registrations are currently open on both mobile platforms. Next, we got a story. Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa stated in an investor call that the higher price of the Nintendo Switch 2 is justified by its features and gaming experience. When questioned about accessibility for younger gamers, he mentioned that younger gamers can still engage with Nintendo characters through theme parks, movies, and Nintendo Museum, and the long-term goal is to bring them into gaming later on. Despite concerns, the Switch 2 has become Nintendo's fastest-selling console, reaching 3.5 million units in 4 days, and support for the original Switch will continue with new titles. Next up, EA and BioWare announced that the online action RPG Anthem will shut down on January 12, 2026, with its game sales and premium currency purchases already discontinued. Remaining currency can still be used until the shutdown, and the game will also leave EA Play on August 15, 2025. Originally released in February 2019 for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, Anthem featured players exploring a dangerous world in Javelin exosuits to manage relics powered by the Anthem of Creation. And leave a like before you go. This is Gaming Hardcore. See you in the next one.